some of the games and the fans in the stands and how things have just changed. The game of women's basketball or girls basketball has just shifted, and it's so great to see.
Let us see if Fremont can shift things offensively into high gear here in the second half. They'll have the ball to open half number 2, trailing 22-15, and Grace Charlotte puts the ball into motion here in the front court as Borden has slid into their 1-3-1 half-court defense. Here's a 3 in that left corner. That one is left short by Haley Heller. Fremont struggling to shoot the ball from the perimeter. That's saying it nicely. They're now 0 of 4 from the three-point line.
Another example, she was behind that second line there, and ball came up short. It's so hard to train your brain to rethink it.
Here's a 3 at the other end, and this is a triple. How about A.J. Mallard, her second made 3 of the game. Largest lead of the game currently for the Lady Braves at 10. And now a steal in the interior as Emma Hart has a takeaway. 7th turnover of the game for the Eagles. Another 3 in the right corner. This one is a triple. A.J. Mallard is red hot out of the halftime locker room, and Fremont takes a timeout.
What a way to come out of the locker room and just say, we're here to win. 2 back-to-back threes. That's a dagger.
Mallard is a 26% three-point shooter on the season, but here in the second half, she's 2 for 2, both from the same spot.
It's a state championship. Anything can happen.
Mallard, a 5'5" senior. 30-second timeout taken by Fremont. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, saluting great athletes and even better students. Well, you can't ask for a better start coming out of the locker room if you're the Borden Lady Eagles. Lady Braves, I beg your pardon.
Absolutely. If you're Coach Vic, you're saying that's exactly what we wanted. We needed that momentum shift to come out of the locker room. We know we have foul trouble. We're just going to do it on the offensive end.
That lead now pushed out to 13. Let's see if Fremont can get it going offensively after talking it over in the timeout. They get it to the high post to Turner. She will drive, but she will be tied up. Oh, no, foul. I beg your pardon. I think Riley Rarick thought she had gotten all ball. Certainly I did. Well, this will be a foul on Rarick, her first.
Oh.
Baseline inbound here for Fremont. Turner with 4 first-half points will somehow slide this one into the bucket from the right baseline. Tough shot against some defensive pressure. Turner with 6 points.
If Fremont wants to get back into this, they're going to need things like that. Turner's got to step up. Chloe Verdon's got to step up. It can't all be on Charlotte.
28-17, first scoring of the second half for the Eagles. Rarick wants to drive. There she goes. Misses. Offensive rebound put back. Hart, no good. That ball rolls out of bounds, and it will stay at this end with Borden.
Nice crossover move there. And just able to, not off the rim, just float it right in.
We've played nearly 2 minutes of this third quarter. It was an early 7-5 lead for Borden to start this game, and they have been able to keep Fremont at arm's length at least to this point. Again, still plenty of time to play. That is Emma Hart. What a move. Banking it in from the left block.
That high-low, that's really hard to guard. Hart does such a great job of establishing position, especially on a zone. You've got to play your angles when you're posting up against the zone, and she did a great job there.
7 in the game for Hart, and that'll be a turnover. Second turnover of the second half on the Fremont Eagles. Look at Emma Hart go to work here.
Turner just got face cut. If you're in the zone there, you got to kind of block the cutter, not let her just post up right in front of you.
You know, it's interesting talking to Matt Vick early in the week. He said Emma has the best hands of any player he's ever coached. If it's in her vicinity, she will come away with it.
That's rare for a post player.
Mm-hmm. She's also the school's all-time leading rebounder. And speaking of her, on cue, left one just short. from the right side of the bucket. And stepping out of bounds on the sideline. I see that so often at both the high school and the college level. Those players find themselves unaware of where they're at on the floor and step on that sideline.
It seems right now nothing can go right for Fremont. They need to see something go through the hoop.
Fremont, the Northeast Corner Conference tri-champions. They had 3 different teams share the title this year in the Northeast Corner Conference. And did Borden get the timeout? They did. Boy, it looked like McKenna Mullen was going to fall out of bounds, but they save it with a timeout. More game action when we come back. It's the Girls State Basketball Finals. Brought to you by the Indiana Fever and the Indiana Pacers.
I'm Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today, and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Borden leads Fremont 30-17, third quarter. In the semi-state championship, it was a slow start for Borden, but then the Braves got it rolling. Led 35-12 at the half, pushed that lead out to 55-16, and they would coast to a 65-26 win over Greenwood Christian. Second straight trip here to the state finals for the Borden Lady Braves. Tell you what, Shelby, the thing about Borden, not only are they defending state champions, but this year they start 5 seniors. Veteran team.
Yeah, with that comes poise. You see a lot of poise out here. When things shift to Fremont, they're able to reestablish. They don't get frazzled. With that comes the little things. You see offensive rebounds, turning them over. They're able to turn over Fremont. So with all that veteran leadership, there's just a level of composure that Fremont is missing right now.
You see that win over Orleans in the regionals. I was mentioning that a moment ago. They had actually lost to Orleans back in mid-January. But, caveat here, they played that game without Ava Wheeler, who missed that game with a right knee injury.
Yeah.
When they had a chance to play in the postseason, Ava Wheeler was healthy, and that's obviously a big difference.
She's a difference maker. When she's out there, she's able to space the floor because she can shoot the three. She also is great at offensive rebounds. She does it all for them, really. So to have her out of the game, she's also a great defender. So by not having her, that makes a lot of sense.
Speaking of Wheeler, the senior will trigger it into the backcourt here. Borden saving a possession, a heads-up play with a timeout as McKenna Mullen was falling out of bounds. Rarick to the right block, double team. They'll swing it to the left wing for Wheeler, who will drive. And we're going to have a held ball situation here. Drove into the teeth of the defense and was tied up. Looked like Maya Turner with some quick hands. This time the alternating possession arrow favors Borden. With 4:40 to play here in this third quarter. 8-2. Borden has outscored Fremont here in the third. Jump shot, good. Sailor Slesher, her second made bucket.
As a sophomore, I remember watching her last year, too, as a freshman. She has just really grown in maturity to be able to pull up and make some of those jump shots and not rush. She's very mature for her age.
Willow Towers had the ball at the rim but had it taken away. Quickly to the other end, transition basketball. Mallard misses a layup and then it's lost out of bounds. Let's look at Sailor Slesher, the sophomore you were just speaking on. Slesher, the left-handed gunner. Speaking of injuries, she missed an early part of the season with injury. But now back and healthy, obviously.
The tournament is all about who's healthy.
Isn't that the truth?
It is so true. It can make or break a whole season. Injuries can.
Wheeler a steal. She'll go coast to coast, and she will draw a foul on Maya Turner. That'll send Ava Wheeler to the foul line, a 58% foul shooter. Look, fans, Ava Wheeler's only played 9 games all year. Think about how good this team could have been if she was healthy all year. They still went 24-4.
Absolutely.
Wheeler misses the first foul shot. Hey, if you're enjoying the state finals, help make sure the resources are available so that great games like these can be played forever by supporting the IHSAA Foundation. Go to ihsaafoundation.org and make a tax-free contribution today. Free throw good for Wheeler, 5 points in the game for her, and we will take a break. 33-17, Borden the lead. This is the Girls State Basketball Championships on the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Network.
When the world is watching, you stand taller. You deliver. The moments get bigger, but the spotlight doesn't create belief or greatness. It reveals it. And on this stage, we play for more than wins. Because some teams don't wait for the moment. They live it. This is Fever Basketball. The world's been watching. Now you know.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
In high school, I didn't really ever know completely what I wanted to do. My dad, he's the one that's in the trades. He told me all the benefits, and so I ultimately decided to join the Carpenters Union.
My life is better today because of my career choice, because I have health insurance and benefits and just a better future for myself and my family.
This is a great opportunity, especially right now in Indiana. It's high demand. Every trade, they all need people to work, and it's going to benefit you in the long run.
2 third-quarter triples by senior A.J. Mallard has helped Borden push their lead out to 33-17 over Fremont here in the third quarter. I'm Rob Blackman. Shelby Farwick, my broadcast partner, tableside, as we go courtside and check in with a third member of our broadcast team, Angela Morian.
Thanks, Rob. Fremont is playing for far more than just a state championship today. Sophomore manager Kate Carlson's mom died unexpectedly of a heart issue the night of the sectional championship game. They dedicated that regional championship win against number 1 Marquette Catholic as play for Kate. You see her right there. She is here today, back to her smiley self, as head coach Shay Thomas says. And she's just ready to be back to some normalcy and hopes to see her Eagles take home the title today.
Angela, thank you. What a heart-touching story that is. Play for Kate. And Fremont has done just that. They've played themselves all the way to downtown Indianapolis.
And beat a lot of really good teams to get here.
Well, when you beat the number 1 team in the state, Marquette Catholic, yep, I think you've done something right. And then to come back and beat the 4th-ranked team in the state, Elkhart Christian, to win the semi-state. The Eagles have been the giant killers this season. But now can they beat number 2 Borden? If so, they're going to need a major comeback here. Fremont against this zone defense. Willow Towers, the senior. Where's number 1 playing for the first time here in the second in this game. Checked in at the last dead ball here in the second half. Sharlock, an air ball. Towers, the rebound. She put it into the bucket. Willow Towers, the senior, an offensive putback.
Borden come out in a little bit of a zone, mixing it up. They have been playing a lot of man-to-man this game.
Here goes Mallard to the bucket. Boy, Mallard has come to play in the second half. 8 second-half points, 11 in the game.
And that's what makes Borden so tough. Any given night, any of these seniors can have a night. And you see it right here with Mallard. Rarick is not scoring as much as she typically does. And Mallard says, I'll step up.
And Mallard, a kick ball, off of her left sneaker. Here's Willow Towers a moment ago, the senior, playing off the bench and giving an instant offense. Towers averaging 3 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. One of the few seniors on this Fremont team. They have only 3 seniors on the roster. The future looking bright. Here's a 3. This one's no good. That one missed by Huffnagel. Fighting for the rebound. Diving was Huffnagel. Diving was Heller. But it's last touched by the Eagles.
And none other than Mallard in the mix there. Hustle plays. You're right, Rob. She came to play.
Under 2.5 to go in the third. Here's a tip away by Towers. A run out for Towers. She'll jump stop with a left block shot. Blocked, and a foul is called on Riley Rarick. I'll tell you what, Willow Towers off the bench in the second half has given the Eagles a spark.
She certainly has. Deflection, steal, and then a trip to the free throw line to boot.
Strong jump stop got Rarick into the air. Second foul on Rarick. Towers, a 56% foul shooter, misses the first. With a dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent to help guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, let's insurance together. Towers splits them. 35-20, Borden the lead. Mallard's been the star of the second half for the team wearing the black jerseys. As Rarick drives, too strong, offensive rebound, and Hart will go to the foul line.
Battling on the boards, Borden just attacks the offensive rebound every single time. They're tough to stop in that area.
Foul was on Towers, her first. With Hart, a 45% foul shooter, stepping to the charity stripe. She leads this team in rebounding, 10 rebounds a game. Averages a double-double, 10 points, 10 boards a game does Hart. After last year, averaging 6 points, 8 rebounds. So she's picked it up in her senior season. Mullen enters the game. Mallard will have a rest for the Lady Braves. Both free throws good for Hart. 9 in the game for Emma Hart, the senior. And the lead at 17 for the Lady Braves.
We talked about this at half, but the assist numbers, 12-2 right now for Borden. It is tough to win a game when you're trying to do it by yourself. And Borden knows better than anyone, you've got to have all 5. Ball movement is key, and they're doing just that, and that's why we see the score the way that it is.
It's been that kind of night for Fremont. Maya Turner had an offensive rebound point blank and left it short. They have just had a tough time putting that ball into the basket despite having some quality looks. And you mentioned it, 12 assists on 15 made field goals. That is sharing the ball.
Yeah. Well, that's 5 seniors who've been playing this game for a long time together. That's what happens.
Hart is fouled trying to drive to that left baseline. Huffnagel, the guilty party, her second foul. 1:19 remains in the third quarter. Borden is the defending state champions. Here's a drive and a bucket. Emma Hart found her way to the hoop with a right-handed lay-in.
Borden is using their size advantage. They're using that length in this zone that they've kind of put on. And then you couple that with the assist. It's pretty tough to defend.
They've been impressive offensively. That is, without question, and a turnover on Fremont.
Rarick she knew where the ball was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Gave it right to the spot where the defender couldn't reach it, and Hart with a nice finish.
That was the 12th turnover of the game on Fremont. Borden's done a really nice job. We talked about this right off the top. Take care of the basketball. Borden only 7 turnovers in this game after having only 10 in their semi-state championship win. And here's a reach and a foul. This one will go against Maya Turner, her second. Team foul number 4, so one more before Borden would be in the penalty here in this third quarter. Coming up next, Eastern and Oak Hill in the 2A state title tilt. We're under 30 seconds remaining. Quarter number 3. Borden being uber patient here. Holding for the final shot. Maya Turner was heating up the ball. Couldn't get a 5-second count. Now as Rarick picks it up near the timeline. We're down to 5 seconds here. Hart's going to have to hurry. Stopping on that right base and a foul. Ooh, that is a costly foul on Huffnagel. Not only is it her third, but that's team foul number 5. And with 2 seconds to go in the quarter, 2 4/10. That one hurts because now you're putting Hart at the foul line and a chance for them to score before the quarter's over.
That's just not discipline going into this fourth quarter. You want to be disciplined in these scenarios and not send them to the line for easy buckets. If you're trying to chip away at this, that's not what you want to do.
Hart does miss the first foul shot. Hart has made 3 foul shots in this game. And now she's 4 for 5 at foul shooting. 2 4/10. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. 40-20. Borden has doubled up Fremont. It's the 51st annual IHSAA Girls Basketball State Finals. Brought to you by the Indiana Fever and the Indiana Pacers.
Whoa, bummer. Well, at least you get to see your insurance agent, right?
Yeah, you're right. Sure, my car got struck by lightning, but my Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Mike, is gonna help me figure it out. So awesome. Oh, here he is. Big Mike!
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
My name is Samantha Markham. When I was 15, I was riding bareback and slipped off the horse. My ACL and PCL needed to be replaced with donor grafts, and that's when I became a recipient of a tissue donation. It's one of the greatest gifts that anyone can give, and I really think there's a lot of power in the community that comes with saying yes to organ and tissue donation.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Borden Braves are just 8 minutes away from back-to-back state championship titles in girls 1A basketball. Welcome back into Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Joined now by the VP of Marketing. Big shot over here for the Indiana Fever, Shayna Sangster. Thanks for joining us, Shayna. You've been a partner with the IHSAA, especially on the girls hoop side, for so long. Why is it so important to go hand in hand with them?
Well, we just believe basketball is such a big sport here, and we want to see it thrive on every level, from the professional level with the Fever all the way down to high school level with these young women who are incredible. You know, we want to see, we know how much basketball means to Hoosiers, and we know how much it means to girls' development, so we want to be here to support.
How have you seen the state really buy into girls and women's basketball over the last couple of years?
Oh man, I mean, I can't even describe how much they've leaned into the Fever and supported this team. And then also women's basketball, our girls basketball at the high school level, and even at the college level with IU and Notre Dame. And it's just been incredible to see the support all the way through.
The Indiana Fever season tips off in just over 2 months. What should fans anticipate from the women this year?
Oh man, it's going to be incredible. I mean, I've been watching Aaliyah Boston in Unrivaled, and she has grown as a player in just such a short amount of time. So even just the growth from one player alone is going to be worth the ticket, the buy coming to a game. So not only her, but obviously Caitlin Clark coming back from an injury and being fully healthy is going to be an incredible thing to see.
Well, the Fever will take over Gainbridge Fieldhouse in just a couple months, but let's take it back to the Braves and the Eagles now. Rob?
Angela, thank you. Shayna, thank you. Borden burns a timeout. They were trapped, they being Emma Hart, on the sideline right in front of that Borden bench. So they'll burn a 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Sharp Business Systems. Saluting great athletes and even better students. Rob Blackman here with Shelby Farwig. Fremont averages 60 points a game on the season. They're at 20 here early in the fourth quarter. The fact that they're 0 of 6 from 3, Shelby, certainly isn't helping.
Shooting 25% from the field. They have open looks. They're just not able to finish. And you have to give credit to Borden's defense and what they're able to do. The number of deflections, I wish that was a stat that we kept. The number of deflections, it's huge because you can't get into any offensive rhythm. And then when you do, you've spent so much time trying to get into your action that the shot is a tougher shot than it needs to be.
Well said. Fremont on the season is a 32% three-point shooting team. Not bad, but they have not found the distance tonight. Again, today, I beg your pardon, 0 of 6 here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We near the 7-minute mark. Borden knows they're 7 minutes away from back-to-back state titles. Now it's a matter of taking care of the ball, as Fremont has definitely picked up its defense intensity, trying to trap the ball here in the fourth quarter, getting more aggressive on the ball, and it's going to help because that's a turnover. 8th turnover of the game on Borden. Heller will sub into the game for Fremont. A good look at the 5'8 senior, Heller. Well, it would be the comeback of all comebacks if the Eagles can pull this one off. They're down 40-20 with 6:40 to go in the game.
Got to have a sense of urgency here.
That pass intended for Sharlock, stolen by Mallett. Mallett has been the star of the show in the second half for Borden. She's been aggressive offensively, and there we saw her with an aggressive defensive play as Heller fouls on a baseline drive.
You're exactly right. Mallett's been doing it on both ends. She's been getting steals on one, knocking down shots on the other, and she's got a lot of heart out there. You can tell she wants to win this. She wants to go back-to-back, and she's doing everything it takes. And that senior leadership, I mean, they're all seniors, but that's what it takes.
Averages 11 a game does Mallett. She's right at 11 currently in this state championship game. Here's a trap near midcourt again. Fremont really picking up the defensive intensity, and they have forced another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers against Borden. As Borden will sub in Slesher. Maybe to help with the ball handling a bit here for the Lady Braves. They've gotten just a little sloppy here early in the fourth quarter, taking care of the ball against an intensified Eagles defense.
One of the deadliest sins is having the half-court line as the third defender in any type of trap. You've got to position yourself so that half-court line is not acting as that third defender. Wheeler just got too high up there, and the trap got her.
Sharlock missed a 3. 0 of 4 from the three-point line for Sharlock, who again is a 50% three-point shooter. Another takeaway. This is a live ball turnover, and it'll lead to a layup for Chloe Verdon. Well, 2 dead ball turnovers and now a live ball turnover, and that one leads to a transition bucket.
Borden just not handling this pressure at the moment.
Drive and a foul here is going aggressively to the bucket was Ava Wheeler. And she'll be going to the foul line, or will this be a baseline out of bounds? Hey, better educated coaches produce better athletes. You can help give high school coaches the training they need by contributing to the IHSAA Foundation. Make your tax-free contribution today at ihsaafoundation.org. This is a baseline out of bounds with 5:20 remaining in the game. And there's another turnover. 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter for Borden. I made the mistake of patting them on the back for how well they've been taking care of the ball, and now it's falling apart at the seams.
You jinxed them.
My bad, Lady Braves fans. That was not my intent.
It's really just uncharacteristic errors, too. Just kind of sloppy execution, ball sticking in certain areas and allowing that trap to come from Fremont, and they're not able to get out of it.
The problem for the Eagles, they cannot convert offensively after getting the ball into their possession. Rarick will drive. She'll draw contact, they say, before the shot. Foul on Willow Towers. passing and catching. It might seem simple until you're out there in front of thousands of fans in a state championship game.
Correct. For Fremont, though, 26% from the field, 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Like, you cannot win games that way. You really can't.
Hart to the foul line. Nice inbounds play. As Turner fouled. Third foul on Turner. And to the foul line will go Emma Hart, who is 4 of 5 of the charity stripe today. 12 points in the game for Hart. She makes the first foul shot. With a dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent to help guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, let's insurance together. 1 of 2 for Hart. The lead at 41-22. Borden on a skip pass to Turner. 3 in the left corner. Heller, 3 no good. The Eagles remain 0 from the long line. Rarick will drive to the bucket, rimming around, in and out, no good, but an offensive rebound for Hart is a reload here for the Lady Braves. Layup, left-handed, Rarick, count it.
That's exactly how you break this kind of pressure here. Get someone to the middle. Hart got to the middle, and then you back cut the action.
43-22. The Lady Braves with less than 4 to go in a game. Turner, another 3. This one goes begging. Timeout on the floor, 43-22, Borden the lead. It's the IHSAA Girls Basketball State Finals. Brought to you by the Indiana Fever and the Indiana Pacers.
Don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Let's take it back to this time last year. Borden trailing Lafayette Central Catholic by 13 in the second quarter. The Braves score the next 23 points to open up a 10-point lead. How about a 23-0 run? A.J. Mallett and Riley Rarick both hitting three-pointers. 3 threes apiece to lead Borden to its first girls basketball state title. They win it 49-40. Borden on the verge of going back to back.
Rarick and Wheeler went off last year, but today the story is Mallett and Hart. Just their ability to contribute on the defensive end, on the offensive end, getting O-boards, and they've just been relentless. And so when you have the Raricks and the Wheelers of the world, but you also have Mallett and Hart who can contribute, it's so hard to defend.
That steal by Turner leads to a Borden run out for a layup, making it 43-24, but it may be a little too late with just 3:20 to go in the game. That's only the 9th made field goal of the game for Fremont. 9 made buckets As Borden airballs a rebound, she's going to try to get right back to the bucket. This one knocked out of bounds. Look, at the end of the day, Shelby, it's a shot-making game. You either make them or you don't. And the fact that only 9 made field goals for the entire game for Fremont, 0 of 11 from 3, just not going to cut it.
It's not going to cut it. You're right. And you can do all the little things you want, but if you can't execute and finish at the end, you really can't beat a team like Borden.
And it doesn't feel like Fremont has run bad offense,
Nope.
right? Plenty of good looks. Just have had trouble putting the ball into the basket. Jumper, good. There's what we were looking for from Grace Sharlock. 10 points in the game for her against a 20-point average. And it's now 43-26.
The 2A fans have started to trickle in here, and it's really cool to see the Eastern fans and supporting the Borden, being from the Southern Conference, both kind of having that Southern Conference representation here. You can see Eastern's got red towels, and you see Borden just whipped out their purple towels to support each other.
Pretty cool to see the schools support one another. We just saw a bucket a moment ago for Wheeler, giving her 7 points, and then here's a foul in the backcourt on Haley Heller after Rarick has gobbled up that defensive rebound. Borden from the southeastern part of the state, Clark County. And as my partner mentioned, Eastern wearing the purple but waving the red towels. Foul shot good. Rarick has 9 points in the game against a 16-point average. She also has added 3 rebounds and 8 assists. She's 2 assists away from a double-double, and the second foul shot good, as she now has the 10 points. 2 more assists, she'll be in double-double territory.
It's a unique combination, a 6-foot long guard who can assist the way she does.
And the first made 3 of the game for the Fremont Eagles comes with 2:07 to play. Haley Heller buries a triple from the corner. Rarick will drive, floating, shooting, missing. Loose ball picked up. And recycling it out of there, Slesher. Smart move by Slesher not to force up a bad shot. They'll try to eat clock, and now a foul on Fremont's Chloe Verdon. We're down to 1:40 remaining in the game, and the Lady Braves fans can feel it. 5 seniors in the starting lineup for the Lady Braves. They're about to say they're back-to-back state champs after Mallett knocks in this foul shot. Think about this. They had not won a regional before last year. Now they're back-to-back state champions.
The Southern Conference stacked. They had Lanesville in 23-24.
Right.
They went back-to-back, so Borden will be that second team from the Southern Conference to do such thing.
Here's a poke away and a run out. Mallett's going to give it up at the last second. What a pass, and Hart says, thank you very much, partner. It's 51-29. And Matt Vick is going to empty his bench. And why not?
Really nice moment for all the seniors.
A standing ovation and some tears to boot. Why not? Tears of happiness for the Braves. That 3 is short and rebounded by Harper Martin, who's one of the new players into the game. Shelby Thornberry also into the game for Borden, as is Shelby Condon, also playing. Anna Jablonski is on the floor as well for Borden. And whom am I missing? I want to make sure I recognize all of them that have found their way into the game. Oh, Chloe Pappas. Chloe Pappas, who wears number 1. We're down to 48 seconds to go in a game. There's a steal and a bucket. Maya Turner, 8 points for her in the game. Oh, up and off the rim. Been a nice moment for Jablonski, the junior, to score a bucket off of the bench. That ball goes out of bounds. We're down to 33 seconds remaining. Fremont will have the ball. Shea Thomas also going deep into her bench. They give some players the opportunity to play on the biggest stage of all. Riley Hayes, who wears number 30, is subbed in. So is number 40, Clara Pukil. Macy Delane is into the game. Riley Hayes, if I have not mentioned her, also playing. So is Carson Shrewsbury now for Fremont. And Alaska Gokenauer, all playing off the bench for the Eagles. 23 seconds to go. Borden can dribble it out in the front court. And then Borden can begin the greatest celebration of all, the one that celebrates a state championship.
Borden was able to do it with their experience, like we've talked about, their length, and just getting the ball into the paint, just continuing to use their post presence, offensive rebound. They did all the little things to just completely take this game under control.
The team that came to Indianapolis wearing black goes back to back. A 51-31 win for the Borden Lady Braves, and they are state champions for the second season in a row.
Doing it once is hard. Doing it twice and back-to-back is even harder.
I have to tell you, Shelby, so often you see those tears of disappointment after a state championship game and a loss. It's tears of joy for Borden. Mm-hmm. What a record-setting group, this senior class, to go back-to-back state champions for a group that had never even won the regional before.
Kudos to Coach Vic. I mean, he has turned the program around, and he's built a belief. You can see it in the community here that supports them. They believe in this team, and they believe in what they've been able to do.
Let's hear from the winning head coach, Matt Vick.
Rob, thank you. Coach, the goal 364 days ago was to come right back here and go back-to-back. You just did that. Yeah. What was the key to winning this game today?
It's been the key the whole year, our defense. Our defense is pretty darn good. So, you know, I've been really blessed to have these girls as my players. They make me look pretty good.
You tied the record for fewest points allowed in a 1A state title, just 31 points. How did you shut down those Eagles?
You know, Fremont, credit to them. Shea does a great job with them, and I honestly could see them back here next year. You know, they shoot the ball well, and I thought our length really affected them. So, you know, we just got it done today.
Your wings certainly did, especially A.J. Mallett, one of 5 seniors. She hit those back-to-back threes to start the second half. How did that springboard you guys to this state championship?
Yeah, you know, third quarter, I feel like throughout the year has been our best quarter. So for her to hit those 2 shots to start the quarter were huge for us, just to give us a lead and, you know, give us some distance in between. So I'm just very proud of them.
I can hear the emotion in your voice. What does this group of seniors mean to you?
A lot. So, very deserving. So, they're making fun of me right now. So, we might do some running when we get back to school.
Hey, this was just the next chapter, right, Coach? Go celebrate with your team.
Appreciate it.
Spoken like a true ball coach. Going to make them run sprints when they get back to board. On a serious note, just to see the real raw emotion from Matt Vick, that is something.
It's rare to have 5 seniors like that who have stuck it out and to do this and to have this feat. And, yeah, there's emotion with that. You spend a lot of time with these girls, and to see them go off onto their next adventure after this and to cap it off just like this,